Hello, it's Jess again. It's top 5 week of American Idol, and it's a little bit later. I'm doing my blog. I was at an awesome taco night slash American Idol party tonight. Started at 6 and we watched Idol together. I wasn't with my usual crew, which is my mom and my sister, and Steph. Steph was still there, but Mom and Ash were gone, and I really felt the missing link in the show. It wasn't the same watching it without them. But everyone was very respectful, everyone who was there, and they were quiet at the key pivotal moments, which of course would be when Matt sang. The rest, who cares? No, I'm just kidding. But everyone, it was really cool to watch it with a group of people I hadn't before. Props out to everyone who came and gave their opinion. Kelly, I'll talk more about you later. I know you love Allison. I know I don't love her, but I'm going to respect you for liking her because, as everyone says, the 16, now 17-year-old can sing. And we'll talk about her in a minute. As you can see, I'm still near the board with Anoop and Lil crossed out. They sadly went home last week. It was sad to see them go, but I was so happy that Matt was still there. Hey. Ash just walked in. See, at least she's here when I'm doing my video blog, even though she missed watching it with me. Hey. Okay, it's going to be kind of short tonight because we only have 5 people to talk about. Chris was up first. He got the least spot that anyone wants to see. Ash, can you shut the door?
Sure.
Sorry. He sang The Way You Look Tonight, and he was really, really good. He always just plays to the camera, and the girls love him, and how can you not? He's so cute. He sings really well, was perfectly on pitch. I don't think he can do any wrong. I think he's actually like a silent contender in this whole thing. I don't think people saw him as one of, the people, oh, we gotta watch out for Chris. But I think in the past few weeks he's been showing how strong of a contestant he is. And I wouldn't be surprised if he was in the top 2, at least the top 3. And I don't think people expect that from him. Allison was next, and she sang Someone to Watch Over Me, and it was the first time that I kind of liked her outfit tonight. It was really girly, and it was nicely put together. Her makeup looked beautiful. I'm still not crazy about her. Kelly, I'm sorry. But she did do well. You can't deny that. You can't deny she has a good voice, again, just not my favorite. Simon, though, which was interesting, said, I think you should be worried because she's been in the bottom 3 for a lot of the weeks, 2 in a row, I think. And there was something that people in the audience, I don't know, they're just not connecting to her. And she even said that. She said, I'm trying to be more likable. But Simon thinks she should be worried. I definitely think she'll be in the bottom 3 just based on Danny and Adam's performances, but who knows. Next was Matt, and Matt sang My Funny Valentine, which I was disappointed that he didn't play the piano because I think this night would have been a perfect night to play it because this should have been his key moment because this is, kind of like his soul vibe. I loved him. His notes towards the end, especially his last one, it was perfectly on pitch, and it was great. I thought it was great. At the beginning, he sounded really, really nervous. I could tell in his voice was shaking. But I was worried because Randy and Kara said, oh man, at this stage in the competition, you should be stronger than that. This was supposed to be your night. It was good, but I saw some pitchy problems. Paula, she loved it, and she thought he did wonderful, but Paula thinks everyone's usually wonderful, so I was like, okay, that doesn't count. And then it was Simon's turn, and he was like, I'm gonna have to disagree with, and I was like, oh no, he's gonna say Paula. He's gonna be like, just your thought. And then he said with Randy, and he was like, I think your performance was so real, and I can feel that you love to sing like this. You love this genre. He thought it was just really, he thought it connected with the song, and he thought the vocal was very good. I was thrilled to hear that because, Simon's words are really, they have a lot of weight and people listen to him more so than any other judge. Obviously, I'm preaching to the choir. You people know this. But I thought that definitely said something. I think it made Matt really happy because he was sad at first when Kara said he wasn't connecting with the song. I am afraid, based on the praise of the other contestants, that he could possibly go home. I voted and my phone died in the car, well, before I left, and my friend David voted for me when I was at the party, which was awesome. Thanks, Dave. And thanks, Steph. Steph always votes for me. But I could have voted the whole way home for the half an hour that I drove, and my phone was dead, and I was so upset. So I'll feel slightly guilty if he gets off, because I didn't get to vote to my full potential. But I hope that he's still there. I think he's amazing. I think he'll get a record deal and sell tons of records to the people who enjoy his voice, because I think he's very talented. And right now I think it's becoming down to more of a popularity contest. But that's just me. Anyway, Danny was next, and he sang Come Rain or Come Shine. And I thought, because Danny, we all know he has a great voice and he's been awesome, but the past few weeks have been kind of lazy and that they all sound the same and they're just, nothing exciting was happening to them. This week he really belted out. I thought his was the best performance of the night, vocally. I thought he was really great. Again, he's one of Matt's best friends, so I like him in the personality department. I think he's a really sweet guy. I think he's genuine. Sorry, Steph, I know you hate him. I think he's adorable and had a great voice. I don't know, I feel like this way about Adam too, if he will sell many records after. I feel like he would, but not a plethora amount as what you would think. I think he might be not a one-hit wonder, but I don't think he'll be huge, so like some of the other idols were. And I read an article about that, how American Idol really thrives when a girl wins, and I think I agree with that. Aside from David Cook, because I think he's big and getting bigger and we haven't seen from him, but obviously Daughtry went far. We're talking about people who won. And remind me to talk about Daughtry after I talk about Adam. Okay, Adam was next, and he sang Feeling Good, which, oh my goodness, Michael Bublé does a version of that song, which is my favorite ever. His was another great performance, another unique one, how he set it up with the staging, walking down the stairs, and the lighting, and his eye contact really makes that connection with the audience. But I still feel myself kind of bored. Like, every week it's kind of the same thing. And again, I think he's a great guy. I think they're all great people. I think it's slightly boring thinking that, oh, he's definitely going to win, because it doesn't make that excitement. I think it's going to be exciting to see who's up against him in the finals. But again, I don't think he'll go far after. I think he's definitely, like Randy said, he's more dramatic and suited for Broadway, which again, hopefully you guys don't have a problem with me saying that, because I love Broadway. And I guess he could be a rock singer, and he could, but I definitely think it's just like an idol bubble that he's amazing. And yes, he will sell, but people who are marketable right now, like, they don't have that much talent. Does that make sense? Like, okay, Britney Spears, like, she's very marketable, and does she have the best voice in the world? No, but she's an entertainer. And I guess I shouldn't say that, because Adam's a good entertainer, too. Basically, I'm just saying because he's not my favorite, even though I think he's a great guy. Who knows? The people who love him, you'll probably buy his CDs, and I shouldn't talk because I would say that about Matt. Anyway, he's great. They're all really great. I just want to keep Matt here because I like to see him every week. And he's my fictional boyfriend. Anyway. Wow, that probably sounded really pathetic. I'm running out of time, but I just want to say about Chris Daughtry. You know how they did this whole save thing because they didn't want, like, a Daughtry to get away? Well, Daughtry was 4th in season 5, and they couldn't have saved him anyway with this whole new rule. So I don't know why they're like, oh, we're trying to save a Daughtry when they have to do the save before the 5 people. Just throwing that out. Probably doesn't mean anything. But again, to everyone I watched it with, and to Donna sitting next to you, I had so much fun watching it with you. If Matt wins, if he stays in the competition, which I hope he does, because he doesn't necessarily have to win, because I think he'll do better if he doesn't win. I just want him to stay at least at the top 3, so I can keep getting songs from him and seeing him every week. If he stays in the competition, I'm going to have a party on Tuesday, and everyone is invited to my house. Even 2 people on YouTube who are watching this. I'll give you my address and you can come. And believe me, we have wicked fun at my house. Ask anyone who knows me. Okay, so that's all I have for now. I hope you guys have a great night. I hope you enjoy tomorrow night's show. I'll talk about it next week. Thanks for always watching, and vote Matt.